Hello again to all my beautiful collective. This will serve as the last reading that I would do for the night. At least that's my intentions. But if I end up choosing to do another couple of reads, I mean, guess what? I guess I'm gonna do another couple of reads. But look, yeah, I'm just gonna do another couple of reads. My beautiful collective. Okay, but let's lock this read. All right. Yeah, what's up with y'all? It's the last read. Of course, I got downtown. Okay, so this particular, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Don't force it if it's not your story. If you like and or love what I do, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me. I would appreciate it. Thanks. Now, let's get this read. This will be the last read. I'm gonna go back here and chillax type shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, look, the deck that I'm about to use, y'all gonna have to bear with me because I got to read this because I don't typically use this deck that long. That's why it's kind of weird for me tonight because I'm using a lot of decks I have not really used in a long time. But times when I have did a little self-check-in, a self-evaluation with myself, this deck has always chosen to be very beneficial to me and kind of providing me with guidance. So I'm assuming that's definitely potentially why I am giving it to you. And I may try to start incorporating this more because I really don't care to use the book. But guess what? I'm glad to have a book. But the name of this Oracle deck is Journey of a Lonely Soul Oracle cards. I really like this deck a lot. So we about to pull a couple of cards, and then I'm gonna pull a little bit of tarot, and then we'll do that on it. Okay, let's purify energy. Okay, let's get it. So I just hope everybody's having a positive and productive night. Somebody in regretful energy. You've been there for a while, huh? In regretful energy, and you've been there for a while. I don't know what the reading gonna say, but so far that's kind of energy I'm picking up for whoever this gonna resonate with. So I'm gonna be informative about this. Personifying rising. I can't pronounce it. I cannot pronounce that, but it's something about Persephone rising. I'm not pronouncing it. We gonna check in because I have no clue what that is. I'm pronouncing it all wrong. But we got Covenant of Regrets. We got, I told you I don't use this deck that long, so y'all gotta bear with me. Edge of Eternity, Personifying Rising. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more and then, oh, that popped. I gotta take that then. Dreamtime Odyssey, huh? Okay, what I got going on? Interesting. What's this? Reflection of artifacts. Okay, let's see. Okay, collective. These cards different, so bear with me. I don't really use it, but some just telling me, and I do have to read them. So the first card for my collective, who this is going to resonate with tonight, and I'm kind of picking up unisex. I'm gonna keep going to basing off what I read when I get into the book, but I'm kind of getting this going to be a unisex read as well. And I do have to use the book because I'm not really familiar with these. I am gonna start using them more though, due to the fact being I want to stop using the book. But hey, just bear with me. We're gonna check it out. Okay, we have 25, the number 25, Covenant of Regret. So when I see this, just from me, it's something like my collective is regretting like past mistakes or something, regretting things from the past that you kind of can't control. Okay. The next card that popped out was Edge of the Eternal, and it's kind of like you've been in this space for an extended period of time as well, because we have Edge of Eternal, and I don't know what's gonna come out, so we're gonna see. I'm just calling them out right quick. Personifying Rising, I don't know what that is. But I see Three of Pentacles, so potentially it could be some type of collaboration or rebuilding yourself or something like that. Then we have Dreamtime Odyssey. Okay, that's something. Okay, so we're gonna jump into this first collective. Covenant of Regret is the first card that popped out. Now, I'm technically picking up that it's something from your past that you're regretting. But then again, this book is so different. I could definitely be wrong. Okay? But we're going to see what is the Covenant of Regret as in regards to my beautiful collective who this is going to resonate with tonight. Okay? So, let's see. And I'm seeing the ones that I had pulled out. But I'm going to go in order. And I'm just going to go back to it. Okay? What is that one? Covenant of Regret. Let's see what Covenant of Regret has to say. Just bear with me, collective, but I hope y'all having a beautiful, positive, productive night, okay? I'm gonna call it a night. Yeah. Like nocturne. Hope I ain't overlook it. Perpetual particulars. I kind of like that one. Diving toward the heavens. It was 25, so it say 25, and I'm just so crazy because why the hell I just didn't go to 25? Make it make sense. Oh, here we go. So for the Covenant of Regret card, I told you what I'm picking up on. Like, you got my collective. Y'all could be kind of like, I'm getting like crying over spilled milk kind of vibe from this, but let's see what it has to say. Yep, that's what it is. It says for the Covenant of Regret, the meaning of this card is mistakes can be powerful teachers if we allow them to be. What is less useful is to become consumed by feelings of anguish and sorrow as you choose to relive occasions of acute embarrassment and disappointment, replaying them over and over again until they intrude unbidden upon our thoughts. Afraid of repeating the pain of our past, we may keep ourselves locked away from embarking on new experiences. A failed love we have not yet released from our hearts may bar the way for a new love to enter. Reflect instead upon the lessons our mistakes have given us and the wisdom. So I'm saying that. So instead of looking at it, dwelling so much on crying over spilled milk, like the coulda, woulda, shoulda aspect of the situation, you need to definitely, for my collective who this is resonating with, it's definitely going to be a need moving forward into the near future. It's going to be a need of some type of shift in perspective, because I'm getting that you're kind of crying over spilled milk is indefinitely what I'm picking up with this. Okay. They have shown success can be a poor teacher. All it can recommend is repetition. Failures open the mind to new angles of approaches. It is easy to hold a younger self accountable for things they did not understand. Right. And you did make mistakes, but for a lot of you, this shit is when you was younger. So, like, Covenant of Regret, you need to get out of that. Like, it's no need for you to be caught up in something that has already passed time. And just because even with me, when I was in my relationship, and even since I've been out of my relationship in the past, although this may not have nothing to do with a relationship, I'm just using this as a scenario. I can only think about stuff like, why did I waste 14 years with this individual? Like, why was I in this relationship for so long? Like, what was I thinking? It was such a waste of time. So I was on that, just getting caught up in the over excessively thinking about like the coulda, woulda, shoulda aspects of the situation, instead of just in general moving forward and just using those regrets and those mistakes as, and matter of fact, don't even look at it as being a regret, because for my collective who this is going to resonate with at this time, although I'm going to finish reading the book, don't regret shit that you did. Okay, that is a time for you to put that regret down, especially if it was something that you did in the past. Even if it was something that you did in the past that was kind of recent, the mistake was made, and the only thing that you can do moving forward within this situation is learn from that. Because I'm kind of getting to the point, I keep hearing self-limiting beliefs. So you letting that old you that no longer resonates with where you at right now as a person kind of define what your viewpoint is of yourself. So when I see this, I'm definitely getting that you definitely can have some type of negative like viewpoint of yourself at some point in some shape, form, or fashion that is really serving to be a roadblock for your future. Okay, but I am going to continue to do the read. It's easy to hold your younger self accountable for things they did not understand. Try to move forward without fear, even though memories of past misdeeds linger on you. on you have changed, and this new moment affords you the chance to see to it things transpire differently this time. Ask yourself, how can I do things differently? What have I learned from those errors? So it's definitely a need for myself. Don't be regretful, but I'm definitely picking up for my collective to kind of reevaluate, like, what can you do different? What can you do to keep you from making them same mistakes? Don't look at yourself as being a bad person. And when I see that, I'm definitely picking up a major need to embrace your shadow side, because people have to understand it's no perfect man or woman out here. So this will serve to be a unisex reading, as I was assuming that it would be. But I'm going to just say that you're not perfect. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Even if you have had, it could have been some type of major thing that you did. It could have been minor. You could have looked at it as being minor. From my collective, who this is going to resonate, whether you are feminine or masculine, right? But it had a major, like, response rate. Like, it just blew shit out the water, and you just regretting even the thought of you to just make the decision that you did then. But don't get caught up on that. And I'm just going to reread that. This is what my collective need to ask themselves. Ask yourself, how can I do things differently? What have I learned from the error? So no, just look at it as an opportunity to do it again, an opportunity to take a different approach, instead of just weighing down so hardly on things that you cannot control, especially crying over spilled milk, which is what I said. Okay, because I'm kind of getting, like, you kind of crying over something that you really can't control. It's done now. I'm even getting some of y'all could have got pregnant or gotten someone pregnant. In general. And but I never look at a pregnancy as a mistake, but I'm just saying that's just a scenario. And for one, it may not be none of that, but I'm just saying that just look at the situation as an opportunity to learn, not as in making you have some type of negative outlook on you as a person, because I'm definitely getting you got like a negative self-image that you really need to let go. Let that go. Okay, the next card is Edge of Eternal. Let's see. So we know somebody got some regret so far. Edge of Eternal. Okay. The old stories tell us that magic takes place where two or sometimes three worlds meet. The crossroads, the hours of dawn, dusk, and midnight. Spiritual transformation is not easily made in the mundane places we dwell each day, amidst drab and comfortable surroundings. Seek out the liminal places, neither fully of one world or another. Perform a ritual with sacred words and gestures that set you outside everyday time and space. Grab yourself to invocative clothes and take on a secret name that better reflects the truth you feel within. Drum, dance, call upon the divine into your presence. It is from this place between the planes that the magic will flow into you. And from here, it will touch every part of your life. Your mind, your spirit, and your body will all be awakened by the experience. This may be an ideal time for purification, as it may ease your mind and cleanse the energy around you. Ask yourself, how can I transform my situation within and without? Where can I go that will make my spirit feel alive? So I'm just getting that because of these experiences, the mistakes that you made, this covenant of regret, it has caused you to move forward in fear, and not only move forward in fear, but move forward restrictive, you know. And because you made that mistake and you regret it so bad, it's just causing you to not push yourself to the limit because you scared of what already happened. You know what I'm saying? This is just an opportunity for a spiritual transformation. And although you made those mistakes in the past, all that is just a spiritual transformation. And you have to understand that you can transform your situation, of course, it within. And when you transform your thought process inner, it will transform your outer world. And this is what it is very, very important for you to no longer resonate with whatever mistakes that you made in the past, collective. It's going to be very, very important to do that, because all that is doing is creating Eight of Swords energy, boundaries. Like, you doing this only because maybe you did mess up in the past, but everybody's entitled to a mistake. And you got to forgive yourself for that in order for you to reach that threshold that that the universe is trying to bring you to, just in general. Okay, my beautiful collective. Okay, we got the Personified Rising. So it's definitely going to be a need for my collectives to kind of step out of their comfort zone, kind of get out of their fear-driven energy, because I feel like because you made those mistakes in the past, I'm definitely picking up that you move in fear. And to move in fear is initially against the Most High and whatever entity you believe in. To move in fear is the worst mistake that you can make. But the reason why you're moving and living out fear is because of the regrets that you have of the past, which is proven to be a stumbling block for your future. So it's definitely going to be a need for my collective who this is going to resonate with. In order for you to push past that threshold, it's going to be a need for you to push yourself past that comfort zone and forgive yourself so that you can move forward and relieve. Because I saw 10 of Wands energy that popped out in the cards. You got to let those burdens of the past go so that you can see the outcome of your future. And the Personified Rising. Few of our greatest joys are meant to be eternal. We may take our pleasure from them for a season, but if we hold too tightly, we can easily wither along with them. Close your eyes and become aware of every part of yourself, every identity, every dream, every obligation, every beloved friend, and prized possession. Now see them flying free, shooting off in each direction until you are left with what is at your core. It is the part alone that is essential. The rest may come and go. Release attachments to expectations and bid farewell to what has been outgrown. Something is leaving and making room for something else to begin. Wish it well and be open to receiving what comes next. If the serpent never sheds its old skin, no one would ever behold the beauty of its glistening new scales. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So when I see scales, I'm seeing that your whole life is leveling up, but you are your own worst enemy. Basically, is what I'm seeing in this. And you are your own worst enemy because you blaming yourself, you burdening yourself with something that occurred in the past that you can't control, but you have restricted yourself. That's that edge of eternal. You restricted yourself so much that you restricted yourself from fully flourishing as an individual, whether you are feminine or masculine, because you caught up in them old things that no longer resonate with you. You need to shed the old skin so that you can bring in this transformation of the new you. And the next thing that you need to ask yourself is what no longer serves me. How can I be free of that? Because what no longer serves you is you being caught up in crying over spilled milk. That's what no longer serves you. You are your own worst enemy at this time. And the only way for you to realign yourself at this moment, in this present time, is for you to relieve yourself of those burdens so that you can properly transform into the being that you are meant to transform into. Understand that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. But with that with you being a spiritual individual, you continuously ascend. But if you keep having these self-limiting beliefs because of who you was in the past or mistakes that you made in the past, you're gonna forever be stuck. That's why this card of Edge of Eternal is pushing you to push yourself to the limit, is what I heard, because that's the only way you're going to reach your full potential at this time, collective. Okay, the next card is called Dreamtime Odyssey. Yep, that's what I thought. Yep. Okay, so with this one, it says our minds are often locked into accomplishing tasks the way we have always done them. Schools teach children that there is no correct answer and everything else must be discarded as quickly and efficiently as possible. The foolishness blinds us to all of the wonderful, strange, unexpected answers that are at our fingers. Very few of our most useful inventions would have been created by adhering to straightforward thinking. Acknowledge the first direction your intuition takes you in, but then put a bow on it. Forget all the rules and allow yourself to consider the wisdom of the absurd. Start at the end rather than the beginning. Pretend you are from another planet or another time and consider how you might approach the situation. How can you use old tools in new ways? Perhaps if they were turned around slightly, you need not become too attached to each of these strange ideas. The goal is to free your mind to see in odd angles you had and our angles that you had not considered. So you need to ask yourself, which beliefs are limiting me? What is the strangest solution I can think of? So basically, whatever you thought worked for you, you need to unthink that shit worked for you. Just generally speaking. So you just totally need to get outside the box collective. It's pretty much what I'm getting from this reading. And another thing is, it's a need for you to let bygones be bygones, because new day, new way, and it's time for my collective to push past those push themselves to those uncomfortable limits. Because Nine of Swords, you losing sleep and you have anxiety of shit that you have no control of, shit that has already past times that you can no longer control in general. And with the Fool coming out in reverse, it's blocking you from walking out on faith, because it's blocking your forward movement. You not taking the necessary steps that you need because you caught up on shit that you can't control. Shit that happened in the past, mistakes that you made in the past that just no longer resonate with you no more. And it's just a real time for you to put those burdens down in general. The Knight of Pentacles, because the universe is trying to offer you a new beginning. But the only way for you to have this new beginning is to completely unthink all the shit that you thought you needed to think in the past. Just unthink all this shit. Unwire your brain with all that shit so that you can push past them thresholds and forgive yourself and let that burden go. I don't know what happened in the past, but whatever happened in the past, collective, for who this is resonating with, whether you are a feminine or a masculine, it's definitely a major need for you to let the past be the past and go ahead and move forward. Okay, my beautiful collective? Six of Cups, because it's that, use that. When I see Six of Cups energy, I'm not picking up it's a person, but I am picking up that you need to not fault who you was in the past or look at who you was in the past as a bad thing, but you need to embrace it so that you can get to the next level. That's when I see Six of Cups. So you need to fall in love, because I'm just picking up you just being real stagnant, real slow. You ain't been making no forward movement because you scared of what shit that you did in the past that you can't control no more. So it's proven to be a roadblock to your desired outcome. King of Pentacles. And whatever it is for you to do, don't get caught up on the fact that it's a king as in meaning a man. But it's meant for you to do so much more. It's meant for you to have so much more. But you first going to have to learn how to embrace the duality within. And that's that shadow side of you. And another part of you embracing the duality within is forgiving yourself for whatever transpired in the past, which you have carried over into this time. Even picking up that some of these mistakes that occurred was something that was of a past life. Like for some of you, don't even know why you feel the way that you feel. You just feel that way. But this all is generational. Can I be honest? It's given like generationally cursed. Like your bloodline was like on some curse shit, for whatever type of negative situation that your ancestors did in the past. And it's carrying, I hope it's making sense, because for whoever this resonates with, it's gonna make sense. And it's just carrying over into now, and it's weighing down your ability to successfully move forward. Hermit, and you just been in your head a lot, because I'm just feeling like I see very routine, very sticking to the plan. You could be somebody who whole life was planned out, but it ain't what you want, and you're doing everything that everybody else want, and you're not happy, and you're trying to think in the blocks because you know that based off society, this is the person that you need to be. When in reality, you know damn well that's not you, and they don't resonate with you no more. Just period. So just let that shit go in general. Three of Swords in reverse. So, because that's what's going to get you out of feeling depressed and sad. Because you're feeling depressed and sad about something that you put energy in. Because when I see seven of Pentacles, that basically did not give you a good return, or just about some shit in the past that just didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out. And so that's why you letting that shit from the past catch you up, you know? And you just need to move, let the past be the past, and go ahead and move on and move forward. Collective. And then we have the Eight of Wands. And the universe is sending you these downloads to let you know that it's safe for you to make that step. That's that. Because you're fearing taking the next step. You're fearing ascending to the next level. Because you are afraid to push yourself to the max. And I'm not saying push yourself to the point of exhaustion, but I'm definitely going to say that it's a need for you to start to think outside the box. And let that shit in the past be that shit in the past, okay? Seven of Cups. And you're not even properly putting yourself in a position to see what else the world has to present, because you are creating your own restrictions just in general. So it's definitely going to be a need for you to move past creating them own restrictions. And when I say restrictions, it's a need for you to let go of them self-limiting beliefs. And let the past be the past, collective. Huh? So it is what it is. You got the Two of Swords. And it's time for you to come out your head and stop battling between light and dark. Because I'm getting that you could be battling between light and dark and feeling like something is wrong with you. And you don't have to feel like something is wrong with you. Just because you don't think like everybody else think, you should be you making yourself feel like you got to be chastised by the universe because your mind don't work like everybody else's mind work. You know? And you see everybody else who stuck to the routine, who stuck to the script, that shit ain't working for them. They still ain't getting the desired outcome that they want. So if it's something new, an old thing that you feel the need to put a new spin on, go ahead and do so. Okay, my beautiful collective? The Ace of Pentacles, because you're not going to receive these blessings from the world until you get to where you need to be. You got to get out. Let go of them self-limiting beliefs. You're not getting all your due process. Page of Swords, you know what I'm saying? By just looking and not acting. You just looking and not acting. And it's time for you to act and stop just overthinking, because I'm getting a lot of overthinking energy. I just hear, let your next move be your best move, and let the past be the past. And if you do so, you will have the Wheel of Fortune energy that's going to come out for my beautiful, beautiful collective. Okay. So anyway, that's all, my beautiful collective. That's all. Empress Mad out. Y'all have a nice night. Thanks. Bye.